Mike Tyson and Jake Paul at their first ever press conference, and honestly was pretty chill. But I know I better not be the only one who isn't falling for Jake Paul's bullcrap that he has in store for us. Both Mike Tyson and Jake Paul acknowledge that they are friends, but at the same time, once they do step inside the ring, they are fighters at the end of the day, trying to make a legacy for themselves, all while not having any sort of personal beef with each other, just business. But one thing I was trying to watch out for in this press conference was Mike Tyson's mannerism. And whether or not Mike Tyson was going to turn on his alter ego, Iron Mike, and start going ham on everybody, but we didn't see that at all. Same thing with Jake Paul, because with Jake Paul, he always tries to do some sort of psychological warfare to get into his opponent's heads, but I didn't see that either.
Bitch. Hey. Don't fucking touch me, bitch.
But this is what Jake Paul does. Every time there's a press conference, he tries his absolute best to try to infuriate his opponent. For example, at the Anderson Silva press conference. Their first press conference was chill and cool, just like the Mike Tyson press conference that we just saw now. Jake Paul's dreams finally come true when he meets his idol, Anderson Silva. Jake Paul and Logan Paul even recreated a picture with Anderson Silva whenever Jake and Logan met Anderson Silva when they were little kids. It was cute and wholesome, but that cuteness and wholesomeness only lasted for so long. Whenever the fight was getting closer and closer and their second press conference happened, that's when everything changed. Jake Paul became way more aggressive, way more vocal towards Anderson Silva, and he practically flipped the switch. He got into Anderson Silva's face and he even shouted, and I quote, "It's my time. In order to be a legend, you gotta beat a legend."
And it's my time to be a legend. You gotta beat a legend, okay?
That's kind of cold. And if Jake Paul's gonna flip a switch on someone like Anderson Silva, who by the way is one of the most nicest human beings out there, what do you think is gonna happen in the second press conference between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul?
So that would be my advice, and to just not stop, don't give up, and your opportunity will come. And I respect Mike. He's a legend. But it's time. It's my time now. There's a reason why I have the same birthday as Customato, because I'm going to teach you how to fucking box, Mike.
He's going to finally meet his idol, get nice and comfortable with Mike Tyson, but once the fight gets closer and closer, instead of Jake Paul acting all nice and chill, he'll get more aggressive and vocal, and because of that, I'm concerned for Mike Tyson. You see, everybody is worried about Mike Tyson and whether or not he's going to get knocked out cold, blah, blah, blah. But what I'm worried about is whether or not Jake Paul will flip the switch and try to get inside Mike Tyson's head. And if Jake Paul does go to that untouched realm of testing Mike Tyson's mentality, how will Mike Tyson react to Jake Paul's tomfoolery? Will Mike Tyson take Jake Paul's antics as a joke, or will Mike Tyson actually get angry and personal with Jake Paul, and we'll see Iron Mike unfold right in front of us? And if Iron Mike does come out, this will not be good. Sure, it will be good for the TikTok fanboys so they could go ahead and make cringy edits about him turning into his old self.
Father. But there is one unavoidable truth you will never escape. You cannot change. You will always be a monster.
But this won't benefit Mike or the fans who actually care about him, because we understand that Iron Mike isn't something to glorify about. Because you see, Mike Tyson was a very emotional human being, and he had a very emotional way of looking at things.
No, I think we're all talking together.
I normally don't do interviews with women unless I fornicate with them. So you shouldn't talk anymore. Unless you wanna.
And that all stemmed back to his childhood and the people he was surrounded by. And for Jake Paul to try to forcefully release the bad side of Mike Tyson for the sake of entertainment is kind of pathetic. Sure, we could talk about the fact that Iron Mike Tyson was a cold-blooded killer with ultra aura. But whenever you look back at Iron Mike Tyson, he was just a guy trying his best to be the better version of himself, but his emotions and negative thoughts got the best of him, making him lash out on everybody. Mike Tyson had the biggest fight yet, and it was between him and himself. So the question still stands, will Jake Paul boil some bad blood between him and Mike Tyson for the sake of entertainment? Absolutely. But how would Mike Tyson react to Jake Paul trying to get inside his head? Will Mike simply laugh it off and take it as a joke? Or will he go insane and take it personal? For that answer, I'm not too sure because we haven't really seen Mike Tyson get so emotional over another human being talking trash to him.
Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop back. Let's do the horse, man.
JetBlue, net flight.
Never mind. And I know I'm kind of assuming that Jake Paul will go the extra mile to get personal with Mike Tyson, but it's not a far stretch. Because there's no way Jake Paul is not going to try and stir some drama up with Mike Tyson because this opportunity he has is literally a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Jake Paul is quite literally fighting the most iconic, most feared boxer there is, and this fight is being streamed exclusively on Netflix, so that means that this fight could be the biggest fight ever in boxing history. So there's just no way that Jake Paul will pass up the offer to instigate Mike Tyson for the sake of our entertainment. And we're already seeing Jake Paul's dark and mischievous plan unfold in front of us because in the press conference, there was an employee that works for Jake Paul. And this man is known for being a hitman trash talker for Jake. For example, in the press conference with Nate Diaz, Jake Paul's hitman asked a question that was obviously intended to get Nate Diaz mad, which he did.
Hey guys, Derek from Better Media here. My question's for Nate. Nate, I'm actually a boxer myself, and I've been trying to get into this undercard. I'm just wondering if you think I could fight your brother, Nick. If he's anything like you, I think I'd beat his fucking ass.
Not very respectful. From
brother, where you just gonna walk around the streets or some shit? You know, all my homeboys see you right now.
Yeah,
That was stupid, huh?
I'm definitely pretty nervous right now.
Yeah, that was stupid.
And this same employee was in the press conference asking Mike Tyson a question, but thankfully he didn't say anything disrespectful towards Mike.
Mike, I just want to let you know that I actually work for Jake Paul. I've gotten to know him pretty well. I've seen him box quite a bit, and I can confidently say that you're gonna knock his ass out, Mike! Wow. You're gonna knock his ass out!
But at the same time, I'm not surprised no drama hasn't been stirred yet because that's Jake Paul's plan. Jake Paul's plan is to throw you off. And that's why I'm assuming the worst case scenario to happen, which is Jake Paul will act all cute and petite in the build-up and start-up of the fight, but once fight night gets closer and closer, Jake Paul will unleash his alter ego, the problem child, and use tactics to boil up Mike Tyson, like instigate drama by using his employees, or mock Mike Tyson to give the fans some entertainment, which, like I said before, is extremely pathetic. Especially for Mike Tyson because his life isn't something that's off an anime and we get to sit here and glorify Mike Tyson's trauma thinking it's cool to be a dysfunctional motherfucker, but in reality, it's not. Simply because Mike has experienced some harsh things in his life that were hard to overcome. And the sad part about it is Mike has just barely reached peace within himself.
Say that to you.
They do. Hey. I listened. Where was I? Was somewhere around Freddie?
And the fact that there's a huge possibility that Jake Paul could unleash the beast out of Mike Tyson is truly sad. But I hope that Mike Tyson will recognize that Jake Paul will try to attack him mentally for his own satisfaction. My name's Yaheen Zamali, and I'm out. Peace.